Hi, this is the Tiger Wolf 55.
And this is the Ninja Psychic Wendelao.
And welcome to the halfway point in our Bat-palooza series on Cinema
Semantics.
Well, we've had a good run, haven't we, Ninja? So far, we've had a lot of awesome Batman movies. Every single one has been good in their own way. From Batman 66 all the way up to Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It's been a good run, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
You're giving me a very odd look right now.
I don't know. It's the way you're saying, we've had a good run so far. I'm scared of where you're going with this.
Well, because all good things on this earth must come to an end.
Yeah.
Yep. The next movie is kind of a game changer for Batman.
Yeah. In the wrong direction.
Go ahead and tell everybody about it.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. I know this one, people. Kind of. Okay, so this movie is going to be Batman Forever, starring Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne.
When was it released?
98.
No.
2001?
Okay, so...
I digress, don't I? By going up.
You digressed?
96?
No, it was released in 95.
So, I have no clue who it's directed by, so don't even try me on that.
Are you kidding me?
Tim Burton again?
No.
No, I'm not kidding you.
I'll give you a hint. He was responsible for the travesty that happened next after this one.
That was a lot of reviews ago.
Ugh. Schumacher.
Joel Schumacher, thank you. Okay, now we're on the right track. Okay, so, directed by Schumacher, Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Val Kilmer?
Shut up.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Get back over here. Get back over here. You're not done.
Can't we do a redo?
No. Let's go.
Come on, let's get into our blooper slot.
Ninja, let's go.
Chris O'Donnell as Robin, because I have no clue which Robin we're doing. I don't know if it's
Just
Tim.
move on. We'll get to it later.
Okay. Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent / Two-Face, and Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
You're missing one and.
And I have no clue who his love interest was in this one. Batman's love interest. Riddler didn't have one.
Actually, he did.
He did?
I know he went after
I know that.
Batman's girl, too.
Everybody has to go after Batman's girl.
Yeah, I guess they did kind of make him like James Bond in these movies. Anyway, the love interest was Dr. Chase Meridian, played by Nicole Kidman.
That was Nicole Kidman?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, okay, oh Batman fan of mine, review.
Okay, so I don't remember how it opens. All I know is that in this movie, Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent Two-Face, he terrorizes the Gotham circus that Bruce Wayne's attending with Nicole Kidman. What was her character's name again? Chevy Chase?
Dr. Chase Meridian, please get that.
Anyway.
You just skipped half an hour into the movie. Could you explain at least how Dr. Chase came to Gotham?
No. I only really ever started paying attention once Tommy Lee Jones came into the circus. Partially because I saw Chris O'Donnell. He was really hot.
People, I'm sorry. When I started this, I did not realize that we were going to end up synopsizing everything like this. My apologies. I ask for your forgiveness.
Okay, so just say how Miss Devino there
Devino, what?
came into the movie. Whatever.
Harvey Dent has escaped from Arkham Asylum and has started another rampage throughout Gotham City with a vendetta against Batman, who he blames for the accident that transformed him from Harvey Dent District Attorney into Two-Face, the fractured criminal that he now is. Dr. Chase came to Gotham City because she specializes in special cases like Harvey Dent and figured that she would be able to help out, as well as an unhealthy obsession with the bat.
Yeah, she was a little creepy. Okay, so jumping ahead half hour into the movie now.
And you're also forgetting Edward Nygma.
Oh yeah, Edward Nygma, he came up with the brilliant, actually, in a way, brilliant idea to connect people's minds to their television so that they have a more real experience. Okay, great, no problem, right? Well, his boss, he works for Wayne Industries. His boss thinks that...
Enterprises. Wayne Enterprises! You're the big Batman fan. Why can't you get the little details like this right?
Because I'm not Batman. I love doing this. Anyway, Edward Enigma, his boss thinks that he's absolutely insane and that this is not a good idea for some also obvious reasons. Well, Bruce Wayne comes in to, just do a little inspection, see what's going on in his company. And he basically shoves Edward and his idea off to the side. So, does he get fired?
Why do I bother leaving this to you? Edward Nygma is absolutely obsessed with Bruce Wayne. When Bruce Wayne says that he's not going to go forward with Edward's idea, Edward pretty much snaps, and when the funding is cut for his project, he utilizes his supervisor as a human test subject. When he does so, he discovers an interesting side effect of using this box of his.
Oh yeah, he gets smarter.
He actually drains the alpha waves from one person's mind and downloads them into his own. He not only gains the memories and experiences of the person in question, but also boosts his own IQ. He proceeds to murder his supervisor, fakes the security tape so that it looks like it was a suicide, and leaves the company to start his own enterprise using the box. He establishes an alliance with Harvey Dent Two-Face in order to steal from Gotham's elite so that he can build up the capital needed in order to start this new company of his. Meanwhile, he's also started a stalker vendetta against Bruce Wayne.
So in and amongst all this, back to the circus, where I started. Bruce Wayne takes Divino there to the circus for a date. Lamest date ever.
Her name is Chase. Chase Meridian. Please, get it right.
And during it was Dick Grayson. That's right, because it was the Flying Graysons. Yay, I got it. Dick and his family, they're up doing their acrobat act, and Tommy Lee Jones comes on the scene and has a bomb. And he's going to, of course, detonate it in the middle of the circus. Well, the Graysons, they decide that they're going to try to defuse the bomb. While doing so, Dick is the only one who makes it to the bomb to defuse it. While he's doing that, though, because of Two-Face, his mother, father, and brother, they all fall to their death. And so now he blames Harvey Dent, of course, and so he has a personal vendetta against him. Bruce Wayne ends up taking in Dick under his wing, to just give him a home and someplace to stay while they figure out what's going to happen. And Dick ends up finding out that he is Batman and becomes Robin with Alfred's help. How is that for condensing? My best job so far?
You forgot to mention the fact that in and amongst all of this, Two-Face and Riddler in their alliance have decided to also attempt to destroy Batman by finding out who he is and destroy Batman's life not only as Batman himself, but also as his alter ego, which they actually do find out. It's up to Batman to figure out how to defeat Two-Face and the Riddler.
While trying to keep Robin under control to not...
Dick Grayson.
Fine. While trying to keep Dick Grayson under control to not just get his revenge and kill Harvey Dent.
Bruce Wayne also has to once again deal with the struggles of deciding whether he's going to remain Bruce Wayne or Batman as he develops a very special relationship with Dr. Chase, as well as dealing with repressed memories from his childhood that will at last reveal why in the world he chose to become a giant bat in his crusade against crime in Gotham.
Okay, so thoughts on this movie?
A mixed bag. A very mixed bag.
That's putting it mildly.
On the one hand, I enjoyed the personal story that they had for both Dick and Bruce Wayne. Batman finally gets an actual story in these live-action movies, which up to this point he hadn't gotten because he was always put to the side in favor of the more colorful villains, such as the Joker or Penguin and Catwoman. Here, he's actually given a story development of his own aside from the villains themselves, and I actually enjoyed the growth that they gave to Dick Grayson. There were also some moments of inspiration when it came to some of the other characters, like Edward Nygma. Part of the reason why Jim Carrey took on the role was because of the fact that he liked the stalker angle that they put in there. But there were other things that really, really needed to go.
Yeah, in a way, he was focusing in on the Riddler. He was too much of a prankster.
That's because, okay, first off, a little backstory. Because of the backlash against Batman Returns being so child-unfriendly, Warner Brothers decided to make it more child-friendly, which meant that Burton was out, Schumacher was in, and so was some of the camp from 1966.
But because of Jim Carrey and just who Jim Carrey is, he kind of took it a little too far. I mean, it was like way more childish than Frank Gorshin's version. A little bit creepier.
Yeah. Another problem was that the movie did not do Two-Face any sort of justice. Billy D. Williams was also out as Harvey Dent. His contract meant that he still got paid, but he ended up getting replaced by Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones was afraid that he would get upstaged by Jim Carrey's wild performance as the Riddler, so he insisted that he also get to play a manic man. The end result was a poor man's Joker. One thing that I also feel personally, anyway, that was a missed opportunity was in the character of Dr. Chase Meridian.
How?
Well, let's see. She's blonde. She's a psychiatrist. She's very open with herself to people that she's attracted to, and she's attracted to extreme personalities. They had the makings for Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, she could have been a great Harley Quinn.
If you don't know who the character is, it was a character that was introduced in the Batman animated series and became so popular as the Joker's sidekick that she actually ended up being adopted into the mainstream Batman comics. There was also talk of using her in a future Batman movie. Unfortunately, like I said, they missed an opportunity there. It could have worked out much better and actually given her a good deal of depth for a movie if she had come on as an interest of Batman, but then ended up studying the Joker's profile and becoming obsessed with him post-mortem. That actually would have been very creepy and very interesting, I would think.
Yeah. So sad. This one also brought in the neon lights.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that were questionable. I mean, they had neon lights on the machine guns, and these weren't laser guns, they were regular old Tommies. Why?
I did like Chris O'Donnell's portrayal, and I'm not talking about just his cuteness. For what the movie was and for where they wanted his character to go, he did exactly what they wanted. He did act it out very well.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that the way that they did Robin was a misstep.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people think that Robin himself is a problem to Batman. I don't. I actually think that Robin is very good and can actually be used very well if you're dealing with the right material. But this version of Robin, they decided to take all three of the mainstream Robins that had been printed up to that time and combine them into one. They took the most well-known, Dick Grayson, gave him the name and the backstory. They took the costume from Tim Drake, the then current Robin, gave that to him because it was the most respectful, really. But this is where they made their mistake. They took the personality of Jason Todd and gave it to him. Now, if you don't know who Jason Todd is, there's probably good reason for that because of the fact that he has not been seen in any other medium besides the comics except for one direct-to-video movie, Batman Under the Red Hood. That's mainly because he is probably the fans' least favorite Robin. He actually ended up getting voted to be killed.
He had such a poor attitude. That's why he was always... Yee.
And even that wouldn't have been so bad, except for the fact that the whole movie built up to Robin's arrival, and then when he finally does get the costume, they drop the ball. He becomes a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Robin suit is cursed.
And one last thing. I'm sorry, people. I know we're like really far into the thing and you're probably getting bored. But Val Kilmer's portrayal of Batman, it was all Batman. It was a kind of wooden, he had like absolutely no expression. And then his Bruce Wayne was the exact same. There was like no change between Bruce Wayne and Batman and Bruce Wayne.
It worked for the Batman character, but like you said, because of the fact that Bruce Wayne was played straight the same as Batman himself, it did tend to work against it, especially after we had just seen Michael Keaton play a very good Bruce Wayne and a very good Batman, and they were completely different from each other.
Yeah. Okay, so we're really far in. So, again, sorry, people, and I definitely recommend the movie. It's a very good movie. Again, if you want more camp.
It's a mixed bag. It's fun. It's not the best, but it's not terrible.
It's not the next movie.
All right, well, have a good one. This is the Tiger Wolf 55.
This is Ninja Sidekick Wendy Lou. We'll see you guys next week in our Bat-palooza.